My friend, today we're going to be talking about relative major and then relative minor. For every 7-note diatonic scale, there is a root chord. That chord is called the tonic. We're going to express ourselves today with that. Let's pick the key of A major. A major, B minor, C sharp minor, D major, E major, F sharp minor, and then G sharp diminished. And then we're going to go back to A. Out of that, our root notes were A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, and A. Now, I do have other series talking about how to view the fretboard as far as naming the notes, what exercises to do to get your fingers moving a little bit faster until the point you start developing mechanisms to hear these notes. Knowing how to go from one note to another, where your octaves are, and then how to incorporate that into your playing is a whole nother ball game. But for today, we're going to talk about two very cool things that you can start doing while playing any progression. Let's say your progression was something like this is a 1, 2, 3, 4 progression. Our first chord is A, then to B minor, C sharp minor, D major. It allows a little space to have fun with it. You might want to add a little something in if it's too boring for you. When building a pattern, have fun with these notes over the top of it. So, all the notes that you were playing in the key of A major, like A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G, and A, are part of something called A Ionian. The sixth of the chord, when played as a minor, can be used to play over the top of your relative major. So since this progression stays predominantly over A and then to a D, you can do two things. You can play your F sharp minor pentatonic or natural minor. And all the notes will sound great. You can use chords from one quadrant, another, and then another. So if you know how to play your A major, how to play your A major, and how to play your A major, you can have fun doing halves into them. Each one of these mechanisms allows you to go slow enough. You could also play all the chords in between A and D and think about the relative minors being a pinnacle point. A, B minor, C minor, D major, E major, and then up to our F sharp minor. Well, we would have this, so up here we would have Since we're going to a D major here, the relative minor of D major is B minor. So maybe a phrasing that uses F sharp natural minor to a B minor there and switch places halfway through. Let's hear what that sounds like. I think that sounds great. B minor, played at the 7th fret, would look like an E minor down here. But since we're moving it all the way up to the 9th fret and barring the entire thing, we get the relative minor of D major. So if we view kind of like D major being played with not a root, not a second, but a third, we would have the bottom phrasing of our B minor. Now it's a B minor 7. Still equally groovy. So we can do something like. That little last run I did was called a diminish. Since we're in the key of A, doing that G sharp and playing it minor thirds apart would lead back to playing A. So if we have this A major up here, and we know that this A major and this F sharp minor are relative major, we can go right back into it when we're trying to do our resolution. Let's see if those all fit together. Our diminish run. I think that fulfills like the kind of capture I was looking for there, although a little loud. If you enjoyed this concept and you think you could do this on your own, quite literally, it just took a little distortion pedal, a little bit of delay to put some ambiance on there, laid down a progression. If you don't know what a progression is, check out one of the other videos which talks about how to put chords from just one key signature together and then put those in series going back and forth in different orders in tempo, so it allows you to freely express yourself with 7 notes of a scale. I don't want to go into too much theory, but what I was doing over the top was just noodling, trying to stay in one place and another and utilize one chord down here, one chord here, and one chord here that are all the same, and then see today's topic, relative major and relative minor. A very cool thing I want to leave you with is if you count up 6 notes, you can say C, D, E, F, G, A, and A minor is the relative minor of C major. And gee golly, if you were to play an A minor and put the C note in, you've now just discovered how to play extension chords. A minor 7 is a C6. Therefore, B minor 7 is a D6. So on and so forth. Many chords that we play that we don't know the names to have really cool names and functions. So when we use them together, we can hear different forms of chords come together. B minor, D major. E minor, G major. When you go through your circle fifths, it is cool to be able to go C major, A minor, G major, E minor, D major, B minor, A major, F sharp minor. The process of going through all these chords and seeing what these triads look like is you will find out that when you play a minor chord, it is extremely close to a major 7 chord of another key. Therefore, they have a relationship. That's the next thing we're gonna get into with these videos. I hope this sets a great foundation, how to know what key you're in, know there's 7 notes, and be able to say C, D, E, F, G, A, knowing that's the 6. G, A, B, C, D, E, D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, C sharp, B, C sharp, D sharp, E, F sharp, G sharp. Being able to know where every sixth is on every single scale is most definitely where it's at, and then you can start adding those 6 chords to yours. I hope you had a good time today, and hope you had a couple little ideas, vocabulary words to your foundation. Anywho, ask questions, put them in the comment section, and I'll get back to you. Otherwise, aloha, please subscribe, throw something cool in the comment section. Bye. Keep it classy.